Yo. Boy, I just made it. I scheduled this shit for 2:35, and I ain't even went nowhere. I'm just in the crib. That's how niggas do, man. We just be late. But yo, I decided, I be love going live with y'all, man. So what I'm gonna start doing more of is how I do the regular power book shit, BMF, Sons of Anarchy, and not Sons of Anarchy. Why I keep calling it that shit? Mayans. You know what I'm saying? And then my little current event shit, all that stuff. It's be a bunch of series on Netflix and Hulu and fucking Prime Video and everything I be watching, and I just don't be doing it because ain't nothing to go week to week on. You feel me? But instead, I'm gonna binge watch, and I'm gonna come kick it on live with y'all. See if y'all got done with it. So this gonna be the first one, first of many, right? So this one we doing True Story, the Kevin Hart joint, right? That was on Netflix. I just finished it up today. I didn't do no football because the Bears is fucking trash. Fire Matt Nagy. I don't want to talk about it. Whatever. So I'm not interested in football. I don't do fantasy no more, man. Fuck fantasy football, man. I don't keep up with college, so I don't know. Anyway, man. Anyway, y'all not here to hear none of this bullshit. Y'all here to hear my thoughts on True Story. First and foremost, right? I gotta say, predictable, predictable. I knew that Wesley, what's his name in the shit? Wesley, his brother, Carlton. I know Carlton has set the whole shit up from the beginning because you know what I'm saying. He just woke up next to Shorty. She fucked up, and then Carlton all of a sudden we need to cipher the money through it's Ari's boy one. Then the best way to cipher this amount of money, motherfucker asking for 500K at the first of the month. The best way to do it is through Carlton's restaurant. Ari didn't own shit that he could funnel money through. Ain't he a Greek gangster? Ain't he like in a Greek mafia? He ain't got shit that he could funnel this money through. Okay. So I knew right then, oh, Carlton on some fuck shit. But I gotta say, Kevin Hart was catching bodies in this motherfucker, son. He was that shit. Probably the best kill, you know what I'm saying, of Kid, aka Kevin Hart. Had to be that Ari body. I didn't see that coming. All right. Now this shit was predictable, but I did not see that death coming. He was like, "Man, people just think you could take advantage and you could just be fucking with me and fucking with me." And this nigga just took out a phone wire and fucking uh he godfathered his ass. What Luca Brazzi's his ass, boy. Oh, and then to see that little nigga, the Kevin Hart is so short, bro. It was hilarious. That nigga had him so tight. Choking him out. And then when they laid on the ground, Ari is like this huge, and then Kevin Hart is like fucking this tiny, just riding his back with all his muscles, screaming, "Fuck you! Fuck you!" I thought that was a really good oh, that was a good kill scene. Yeah, but Kevin Hart racked up the bodies in this one. For sure. He took out the two brothers, Ari, and shot Carlton ass, goof ass. But let's bust it, let's break it down, man. Let's break it down. I gotta say, as far as now tell me if I'm off, right? I saw a lot of similarities between True Story and Kevin Hart's real life, right? Now stay with me. Cause I don't be just on surface with it. So you got him dealing with the divorce in this shit. And we know he went through a nasty divorce with his ex-wife or whatever. Still good relationship with the kids. All that, and now they back cool. So they good. Him and Kevin Hart and his ex-wife is good money, right? So they show that relationship in True Story. Then thing two I took from this. I mean, obviously comedian from Philly, whatever, whatever, whatever. But you remember, it's like a tale of all his scandals, right? And this one, because Carlton basically is his boy. You remember, he had that sex scandal where Shorty had him videotaped and was trying to extort him for money and all this shit, and he said, "I ain't paying Shorty shit." And then you found out it was your man's and your crew, the his homeboy. So and Carlton had the same kind of, he just exchanged his friend for his brother in this shit. So he dealt with the scandal, he got the divorce, him and his addiction. You know what I'm saying? There was rumors going around when he had crashed his car and fucked up his back that he was drunk and he was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of shit weighing on him. So I feel like they made this pseudo his life, his current life. Like they kind of touched on a little bit of everything. Herschel, you remember he got into it with his trainer? Him and his big muscle bound trainer that's always with him. Them two had beef in that special he did for Netflix. And they had that same relationship where I love you, but you don't listen. You know what I'm saying? You might joke too much. Nigga, stop playing with me. Like, it was all those elements of Kevin Hart's life in this series. And that's why I think he did so well. Because it wasn't really him acting. I mean, they say everybody say, oh, don't say Kevin can't do no serious roles. I wouldn't go as far as say Kevin Hart couldn't do no serious role. And but he didn't really act in this shit. Am I off? He was just himself. He reacted to situations that his regular self would. Who is Kid if not Kevin Hart? It wasn't. He didn't have to pretend to be nobody else but himself. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it didn't show no real range in his acting, but I thought it was a pretty good story. I liked all the characters. Todd, the annoying road manager, life person. You know what I'm saying? Looking out for him, was there during his addiction and shit. Um, you got the chick writing jokes for him. I don't know how true that is. He might got writers now. He's so big. Um, he showed a lot of dynamics in this. The characters were really good. Herschel was 100. The dude Ari was great. That scene when he had that conversation with Kevin Hart, every scene he had with Kevin Hart was a really good fucking scene. I appreciate Ari. And Ari is Phantom, you young motherfuckers. Y'all don't even know what Phantom is. Go look that shit up. See, this is why I could do editing if I wasn't on live. But look up the movie Phantom. It's a white dude fucking running around the jungle like Tarzan, but he's all in purple. He's look like Mr. Freeze, right? He's in an all purple joint with the black shit. That nigga's Phantom. Aria's Phantom. It was nice to see him. I like that Philly got a bag. I like that these people got bags, man. They did good. They threw Lauren London in there. That was awesome. Get her a quick little bag. But overall, yeah, I mean, Carlton was a supreme piece of shit, but we saw it. Gene, mean Gene behind the scenes. That was a rough one. That was a rough one. I'm a fan. Like, okay, like I don't know if I'm a stand of anybody, but I would probably say I'm like Wayne. I'm like a big Wayne fan. I wouldn't take a hard pinch for that nigga. If I wouldn't take a slap. I wouldn't take shit. Gene was MVP of this motherfucker. He took a fat one for Kevin. Talking about some, he just put it all together. Like when he looked at Carl and said, "Do me a favor, don't ruin kid's life. Like he's doing too much good for people." And that was dope. They showed you another side. Like, why are you so in love with kids? It's like my sister was going through cancer, and he was her last smile. Like he kept me from wanting to kill myself, and it was just real. Like I could only hope that I could bring such joy to somebody that I could be like, what I'm saying? That's dope. That's just good human shit. But I wouldn't take a fucking Greek stomping. This nigga took a fucking a Greek stomping, and I ain't talking about the alpha kappa alphas, the deltas, the I ain't talking about that type of Greek stomping. That nigga took goddamn. He took a mean beat down, nigga. They ain't shoot him. They ain't slit his throat. They ain't get Gene the easy death. They stumped him the fuck out. That was rough. But Gene had put it all together. This nigga just showing up with a watch, not in the box. You know what I'm saying? Him saying when they said, "Oh, get Carlton in here," he the one. Gene put it together like, "Oh shit. Well, this is the best way I can protect kid." Yeah, your brother Ari, fuck him, fat piece of shit. Whoa. But yeah, it was a really good series. But I saw that a girl being alive was gonna be the thing. She was just over there asleep. I don't know why he didn't even take a look. Like, but I guess if you wake up in such a frantic, you know, I gotta say, who else was good? Wesley Snipes, salute to him. He did a hell of a job. He did a hell of an acting job. He played the loser piece of shit brother to a fucking T. Like he was just a constant loser. Took his money, constantly using up his money. Um, Nothing was successful. They had that beef, and he just, even though he fucked up his plans, you could tell Carlton was switching up, finding the love for his brother. He ain't know his brother was homeless. It was a lot of levels to this shit. I like that it was a short series. I like that they got it boom, boom, boom. I like that they knocked that out. Who was the best actor in this whole thing? I don't know, man. It's a tie between Gene and Carlton, for real. Wesley did a hell of an acting job on here. From the whooping his brother's ass to trying to cover it up to stumbling and mumbling with the brothers, the Savas and Nikos. You know what I'm saying? Salute to them too. They did a hell of a job, man. God, it was some good goddamn acting. It was a good cast. It was a good series. I liked it. It was something different, especially for Kevin. It was his own thing. He held it down. Um, I did. I really appreciate this. What else was it was some it was some kind of corny shit though. Like why old girl just couldn't text him and tell him like, yo, it was a bunch it was some holes in this story, right? You had when when Kevin Hart tracked down old girl and found out that she was alive, why didn't he take her phone? Why didn't he think that she would immediately first thing of business is to call Carlton and warn him? So the fact that he couldn't get in contact, she couldn't get in contact with him and just say everything I gotta tell you, I can't text. She leaving voicemails, this nigga's ignoring. I don't know why she just wouldn't text, hey, yo, bro knows. Like, that's it. How incriminating is that, nigga? You already been found out. So that felt like some weak writing right there. Like, your bro knows. That's all you had to say. Like, that's it. I didn't understand. But she tried to cover it up. They tried to cover it up by her texting. What I need to tell you, I can't text. Yes, you could. You 100% could have fucking texted. It's not like he ran down on you at this point. What are you talking about? And the excellent aim by Kevin Hart. When they got to the end and you know what I'm saying, they shot my boy Herschel. Kevin double back, picked up the pistol, took off. Wesley was finna take shots for his brother, right? And then right at the moment, he John Wick, boom, boom, two headshots by Kevin Hart. This nigga's he's authentic, and the fact that he shot his brother, I guess, I mean, yeah, I saw that coming too. He deserved it. A and B, he was finna get shot for him anyway. So nigga, take this. So Kevin was basically just cleaning up shit this entire time. It was just him cleaning up a shitstorm created by his brother Carlton. And it's a good tale for, you know, a lot of people that might make it or people that's successful, you know what I'm saying, when they bring family. Like, I never want to do business with family for these reasons. Like, cause you like in business, when you're just dealing with somebody, you could just fucking fire them. Like, okay, boom, I'm done with you. Goodbye. No more money from you. But when it's a blood brother, relative, sister, mother, and they are pieces of shit, but they're your pieces of shit. So now so you still got this kind of, and if you don't give it to them, these is the niggas that will set you up because they know you, they know your schedule. It was spooky. This was nasty. This was nasty work. Um, what he was a, they didn't say what he was addicted to. He was just, I guess he was an alcoholic. He was clean, but he kept getting fucked up. He got fucked up that night. I did like no, I did like Kevin's frustration though. I think the best acting he showed was every time he fucking got frustrated, he blew up. Like the time when he tore up that hotel room, that felt authentic. Constantly telling Todd and them, like, nigga, what do I hire you for? Like, just do this shit. I felt like he was like talking to his real people via them through the show. So niggas need to watch out. Kevin Hart, if you're working for Kevin Hart right now, I would fucking watch out. Right? Because I felt like it was too real. Them parts, it was like he was envisioning his real ass manager, real ass like joke writer and shit. His security, like this is direct shots to y'all ass. So y'all been warned via true story. Um, and that's why, and that also goes with my theory why I think this is just all about Kevin Hart's recent bullshit because it's called True Story. Even though it's all bullshit, murder, dead. She wasn't even a hooker. She was just a dead random, you know what I'm saying, that end up didn't die, but then end up big dead. You know what I'm saying? I felt like True Story was a sign of that. Um I like that scene when he stole on Herschel. That nigga Herschel told him, like, you got one. You got one. Even and Carlton whooped his ass upstairs. That felt like a real brotherly fight, and them niggas bunk bedded up in there together. You know, it was good. It was good. I enjoyed True Story. I did. I'm currently watching Bruised right now, and I'll talk about that later. But I would definitely like to see Kevin Hart do more. serious shit, like you know, or more series like this. What they call those? A dramedy. This was a dramedy. You had some laughs. He had some joke. Oh man, when he killed that dude, that was a that was some real comedian shit. The racist white dude that was on the plane, nigga, 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 nigga. When he did that shit at that function, oh my god, douche chills, goosebumps right there. Like that felt nasty. Cause dude was just sitting there like, I get it. Like, don't tell your black boss. I'm sure he'll understand. No ERA. And then he kills this man and then gets into a set. It was terrific. And then it leads me to believe, like, how did they just take film footage? Like that was really Madison Square Garden. They had thousands of motherfuckers in there. You know, no, that wasn't Madison Square Garden. Wherever they was in Philly, they had a lot of people. The 20,000 that he bombed in front of, I felt like that was real footage. They was really at the Sixers game. Felt like they was in the box. They did that shit well. Like location. Salute to Philly. He put Philly on the map. I'm pretty sure it was some local Philly dudes that got a nice little bag out of this true story shit. But yeah, it was. I mean, at the end of it all, it was predictable. I give it a. What do I give it out of 10? I'm gonna give it like a 6 out of 10. Better than 50. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't spectacular. Don't deserve no 10 out of 10. It was a lot of loopholes and holes in this shit, but the action kept you up. The different kind of twists and turns, like it was more so like this series was all about like, damn, next episode, how does he get out of this? How does he get out of this? How does he get out of this? But outside of the only ones that took me for a loop, the only was when we found out Gene followed and recorded him. That was a good plot twist. When he first caught that body with Ari, that was a good plot twist. It took it up another level. Actually, I might change it to 7 out of 10. Now that I'm going through it, it was some nice little twists in there that kept the story going. It was some more fucked up shit. So the good twists were, like I said, Ari being killed. I didn't see that coming. Gene both following him, getting a video, and dying for this nigga. Did not see those two things coming. So that was a pretty good twist. I saw him murdering Carlton at the end when he shot them too. So that was I seen that coming. Um, I didn't see him coming clean to Herschel and Todd though in the room. That felt I was like, wow, he's just finna because he could have skated. Only he knew the truth. I mean, Herschel knew some of it, but he could have spent that. What I kept thinking, like, what was they talking about in the box of the 76ers game? He just said, basically, he said, oh, who was Daphne? Who was Simone, right? Whichever one you prefer. And then said, I did love you. I wanted you to hear one last time. You dead to me. You set me up. That was it. There was no other details. So him feeling like he just needed to come clean to Herschel and shit. I definitely didn't see Herschel talking about I want my 6 million. What was you gonna pay him? Pay me that now to keep protecting you. I said, damn, this nigga stay getting extorted. I got nervous for Herschel though, man. Watch your back. Kevin is a killer. And this is the first time Kevin has killed anybody in anything, right? He didn't kill shit and nothing. And he took out 4 motherfuckers in this. John Wick style for 2 of them. 3 of them. And then some mafioso strangling out in the last one. But I think one of the damn, who was the best? I think Gene might have been one of the best characters, best acting. Todd was an amazing character. Um Carlton, his brother Wesley Snipes was amazing. Ari, he was only in it for a little bit, but he had a powerful scene. The brothers played well with each other. I like that whole dynamic. They just did it was really well acted, I gotta say. The only person I don't give too much acting credit to is Kevin because he just responded as if Kevin Hart would. But I don't want to kill my man. He did a good job. He did good. This was good. I enjoyed it. I'd like to see more of something like this. I'd like to see Kevin Hart taking more risks, being less, you know what I'm saying, wanting to appeal to everybody. Because, when I don't know how y'all feel about Kevin Hart, but when I see people like Dave Chappelle getting their shit off, um, I feel like Kevin feels a way. Like, it's like, damn, when that Grammy shit happened, you feel me? Kevin was sitting there like apologizing, being apologetic for some jokes from 10 years ago that didn't mean shit from a Twitter, right? And he went on this long apology tour. Before he said, fuck it, I ain't apologizing no more, took him off the Grammy, we ain't hear no more about it. And he just started, other little shit start unraveling for him. And then you just look and go, what would Dave do? Dave did a special pissing off whoever because they couldn't understand what he was saying. They just got so triggered that they didn't even hit a message. So Dave gets the freedom to go fucking say anything he wants to anybody. And I feel like Kevin wants that same respect. But I don't know. Kevin might be dealing with a lot more money than Dave will touch. But then that's the thing with money and integrity. But I would like to see Kevin Hart come out here and take more risks, man, at the end of the day. But this was good. True story was good. What y'all think? What y'all give it? I'm giving it. I gave it a 6 out of 10. I'm gonna bump it up to 7 out of 10 because the actual storyline was really dope with the twists and shit. But yeah, that was pretty much my review, man. It wasn't nothing special, you know. I'm trying to think if it was any other scene that stood out to me that was really well done. If I missed something, if it was a scene that y'all could think of, get in the comments, let me know. You know what I'm saying? We can discuss it. But yeah, man. Hey, I'm gonna do Bruise next, the Holly Berry fighting shit. I'm gonna kill that. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna fucking. This one is good. This one gets a 7 out of 10. This one I could work with. I enjoyed it. Bruised, however, fucking. We'll talk about it on the next live. Yo, whoever was in here with me, I fuck with y'all for fucking with me, man. I appreciate it. Expect more of these lives. If y'all want me to see a movie or a series, something quick, want to get on here and jump on and do a live about it, I got the time. We get on there, we could do that. Because I much prefer doing this. This is much smoother. Hopping on live, shooting the shit with y'all, right off the brain, no editing. Whatever fucks up, fucks up. That's pretty cool. I like that element. But yeah, man. As always, though, protect your health, yourself, your wealth, man. Y'all be cool out here on this Sunday and get ready to get back to work Monday tomorrow. I know it's shitty out there. All right, y'all.